Hi, hello everyone. So this is our third video on Jira for Product Owners series. And this series is for the product owners, for product managers, business analysts, or scaled agile product management community, including the safe product owners. So as part of today's video, which is basically third in this series, we will cover these topics. So we will understand product backlog management. We will also understand how we can set priorities for user stories using Jira. We will also understand how we can use drag and drop when it comes to the product backlog management. And also we will create a custom field that is especially for the epics type, and we will understand how we can use epics in Jira for the quarterly planning. So this is going to be the agenda for this particular video. So let us start. Hi. So I'm sharing the Jira Cloud instance that I have used for this particular series, and in that same instance we have this particular space Jira for the PO. So if I click on this particular space name, so we have got this Jira for the PO space opened, and we can see this is a space that we have used for the past two videos as part of this particular series Jira for the product owners. And we can see that this particular space is using the Scrum as a template, as we have the active sprints is enabled. And also if we look at the backlog, so we have the sprints defined. We have the sprint one, which is the current active sprint, which is started on 23rd of December. It will end on 5th of Jan. And the items that we see as part of the sprint one, if we just click on this one and expand, so these are the 5 items which comprises or which constitutes the sprint one backlog. Similarly, we can say this one item is part of the sprint two backlog. These 2 items are part of the sprint three backlog. Now the question is, where is the product backlog? So this is our product backlog, the master to-do list as part of this whole project. So currently in our product backlog, we just have one work item. Now, the agenda of this particular video, as we discussed, is how we can assign the priorities of a user story. So if we see by default, when we create a user story, Jira assigns a medium priority. If we have to change the priority, what we have to do, let's say build pipeline for the project, this is of very high importance when it comes to this sprint one's work. So what we can do is we can simply click on this priority and we can select highest. So whenever we and similarly for the enabler dev environment setup, let's say this is also of very high importance when it comes to the sprint one priority of different items. So if we select on this one, so we have these 5 priorities available. We have the highest, number one, then we have high, then medium as third, then low as fourth, and lowest as the fifth one. So if you want, like, we can do it as this one. So this is one way of assigning the priorities. Now another thing that we want to discuss as part of this video is what are the best practices when it comes to the product backlog management. So normally in a real world scenario, the product backlog might be consisting of a lot of work items, and especially if the team is working in a scale agile setup and part of an agile release train. So the team might be having a lot of work items in their backlog and comprises of maybe like 50 plus work items, 100 plus work items. So how as a product owner we can quickly understand, okay, what are the top priority items for us, what gives us a good way to organize our product backlog. So what we will do in order to understand that is, first we will create an epic. So we can create an epic using the create button, and we can select the space name. So this is the space where we want to create this epic, and let's say the epic name is shopping cart, which is already there, so we are simply utilizing it. So if we click on create, this shopping cart epic has been created. Now we will create some stories and we will tag those stories as part of the epic. So the quickest way to create a story is by using this create button, which is available on the backlog. So if we click on the create, we can see this is a story which is already selected. In case if we do not want to create a story, but we want to create a bug from here, we can select the bug, we can select the task. But for this particular video, we are going to create the story. So let's say for the shopping cart epic, we are saying add items in cart. This is one story, and see, by default Jira has assigned a priority to it, and it is the medium priority. Let's say view items in cart. This is our third story. checkout, shopping cart. So let's say these are the six stories that we have added. We have add items in cart, view items in cart, delete items, checkout shopping cart, and persist cart for the user. The five user stories that we have created. And now, if we want to add these stories or tag them to the Epic shopping cart, what we can do is we can simply click on the Epic and we can say they are part of the shopping cart. Similarly, for this one, this is also part of the shopping cart. This is also part of the shopping cart. It's not showing it here, but I mean, if we refresh the page, let's see what it does. So now we can see in our product backlog, these stories like add items, view items, delete items, checking out shopping cart, they are all part of the shopping cart epic. Similarly, persist cart for the user, they are also part of the shopping cart. And let's say we have another story which might be, so this is another story. So we can simply say this is also part of the shopping cart. And as you guys can see, all these six stories, when we created them, they were assigned a default priority. So if you want to change, let's say checking out the shopping cart, this is of highest priority. Similarly, persist cart for the user, this is of highest priority. So one of the tip that I would like to share is, when it comes to the product backlog management and as part of some good practices, what we can do is we can, apart from using the priority field, let's say this particular user story needs our immediate attention, so we can just simply drag it on the top and similarly persist card for the user. So what will happen is, consider an example where backlog consists of 50 plus or 100 plus items. So we can have a ways of working or a alignment with the team that uh, anything which is lying on top is one which we needs to define, which we need to ensure that they are ready for the development. So the team and the product owner, they always see that the top stories, maybe the first five or first top 10, they are always available for the development team to pick it up. Okay, so this is like a drag and drop, so we can always drag them on the priority. uh, so this is one way. Now another thing that we will try to do is how we can create a custom field, and we will understand why we are creating it later on. But I mean, if we have to create a custom field that is only available for the epic type, what we can do is we see the space name on the left side and the three dots. So if you go here and we go to the space settings, so here we can expand the work items and we can also look at the fields. So we click on the edit field configuration. We go to the fields and we click on create new field. And this field type is going to be a select drop down, which is of multiple choices. Let's call it as target quarter. And we can say we have Q1 as part of this one. We also have Q2. Let's add third option and maybe one more Q4 2026. Okay. So we have added this particular field and we can see it is now getting listed. So this is our custom field that we just created, and we can take some actions and we can further configure this particular field. Now, if we go to the context and default values and try to open in a new tab, so we can see what is the context available for this particular target quarter field. So we can click on the edit configuration. So it says like custom field is target quarter, and this is the default configuration scheme for target quarter. And currently it says please select the applicable issue type. This will enable the custom field for these issue types in the context is specified below. So right now it is available for all the issue type, but we want like this field to be available only for the epic. So we are going to select epic. Similarly, it is saying please choose the context where this configuration will be applicable. So these are the projects. So we want it to be enabled only for our project, and our project name is Jira for the PO. So we say modify. So we have set the context. So we can close this screen. We can go back. So this is where now Another thing that we want is where do we want to add this field. So if we go to the add field to screen, so currently this is our project key, JRFRTHP Scrum default issue screen, and we can simply select this one. If you ask me how do you know, how we know, like, this is our project key name, so we can simply go to the Jira, open in a new tab, and we can see on the left side we have the spaces. This is our space name, and this is our board name, and this is the key JRFRTHP. And if we go back here, we can see this is our key name GRFRTHP. So this is what we have done. So we are saying, let's enable this particular field for this Scrum default issue screen, because that is used when we are creating the epic. So we can simply click on update. Now, another thing that we can do is we have the screens here, and this is our GRFRTP. This is for the bug. This is for Scrum default issue screen. And if I open this one, click on the edit. No, we do not want this one. We want GRFRTHP Scrum default issue screen. Let's try to configure this one. Okay. So when we clicked on the configuration, now here we can select the field. So here it is already showing the target quarter field is already there. So let's say we want this particular field to be positioned after the priority. So what we can do is we can simply drag it and place it here. So this is now available. We are not getting any save option here. So that's perfectly fine. So if we go here again in the screen scheme, schemes and go to the screens just to reconfirm whether it has been really added. So this is our Scrum default issue screen, and we clicked on the configure, and this is our field target quarter. Okay, so we are all set. So what we did was we created one field target quarter. We set the context of it just to make it available only for this project and this epic. And also we configured the screen so that it is available in the in the screen in this particular position, like after the priority. Now, if we go back to Jira admin settings, and we can, on the left side we have the space, we have Jira for the PO and this particular board name. Now if I click on the create, let's say we are creating an epic, and the epic name is maybe order management. Okay, and this is our priority, and after priority we're getting the quarter. So let's try to select quarter, like we want to do the order management epic in the Q1 2026. So we have done the create. Okay, and now if I, it says like changes are saved, but work item is not visible. That's perfectly fine. If I go to the all work view, and we can select the epic here, so we can see order management is there. What we can do is, if we do not see our field target quarter here, so in order to make it visible, we can just click on the configure columns, and we can select our column, which is target quarter. So we simply select this one, and we just make it uh, maybe the second column. So we can see that order management is part of Q1 2026. Now, I wanted to explain you the reason. I mean, some of the teams, how they approach their quarterly planning is they approach their quarterly planning using the epics. So for them, epic is something which the team wants to complete in a quarter. So all it means is by having this particular field, we are saying, okay, order management epic is planned for Q1 2026. Similarly, shopping cart, we can select the quarter. Let's say shopping cart is also planned for Q1 2026. And let's say online payments using debit card, this is planned for Q2 2026. So this is how they can do it. And if I just try to create any, let's say user story, so we can see that, this particular target quarter field is not available because we set the context of that particular field when we define the target quarter field. So this was a kind of a very brief. Uh, What we learned in this video is how we can use this particular priority field simply by clicking on this particular field and setting the right priority, which is agreed and in confirmation with the product owner. And also, if we are playing the role of a product owner or business analyst and we want like some tips to organize our product backlog, there are two ways to utilize. One is obviously by using the priority field, and the second, in the simplest way, is place the items which needs the team's attention on the very top, so that the first top 5 or top 10 are the items that we want our teams to start, maybe discuss during the refinement, or select them for the development. The another thing that we did was we created a custom field target quarter, and we use that particular field when it comes to the planning. So we are saying, okay, this particular epic is planned for this quarter, and the shopping cart epic is planned for Q1 2026. So this way, it gives us a good idea about, okay, how we are approaching the quarterly planning. So that was all about today's video. I hope you guys liked it. And if you are new to my channel, please do share and subscribe. Thank you so much.